On the day that George Washington was born, 2K Sports brings you the best in NBA coverage. Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Doris Burke joining us from the sidelines. A contest between conferences, Oracle Arena, Oakland, California, where the Warriors take their home floor. And it's the Warriors to start out. So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. Amir Johnson at the 4 with Valanciunas at the pivot. And it's Ross in at the 3 spot. And Green gets it to go.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3. Draymond Green was the 35th pick back in 2012, and he's made an impact thus far with his defense, rebounding, and great IQ for the game. And I like his competitive spirit, too. He helps you win in a lot of ways.
A shot by Johnson, no good. Thompson outside. Here's Green. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Now here is Lowry. He had 13 points in the win against Washington.
And Kevin, don't forget about his playmaking in that game as well. He was wonderful in terms of attacking the defense and figuring out when to shoot and when to find teammates. And Green, more of an offensive player at Michigan State. I think he's still adjusting to the extra distance on the NBA three-point arc, but shot it really well in the playoffs last year, so just getting better and better every year.
Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin. But
so Golden State will get the first possession. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Amir Johnson at the 4 with Valanciunas at the pivot. Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. And it's Ross in at the 3 slot. Thompson from long range. Cuffs the bucket. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer. Well, Klay Thompson, the son of former #1 draft pick Michael Thompson, but totally different games. His father was a big man who kind of played inside. Klay, a swing man, just a knockdown shooter from deep.
Now here's Curry. Tries it from 19. Ross grabs the board. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Golden State's head coach and I were able to chat. He told me they always have to be ready, especially against this team, because of their discipline and focus offensively. He said they can embarrass you if you're not attentive at the defensive end. We've got to stick to our principles and do all the little things at that end of the floor. Kevin, his team able to get the win in their last matchup. We'll see if they can get it done tonight.
Okay, Doris, so Steve and Clark, what will you guys be looking for overall, defensively from this team, given they're facing such terrific shooters tonight?
Well, it's going to take tremendous energy, so I would look for them to go fairly deep into their bench.
yeah, I like that thought, Steve. Really, it gives you a chance to hopefully keep your defenders fresh on the defensive end. So that makes sense to me. Let's see if they can pull it off.
And the layup just gift-wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
Lowry drives in. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Lowry's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Down low. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Thompson.
Well, he wasn't phased at all by the bigger man on him. And on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
They push it up 4 on 3. Curry's shot is good. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The drive by Lowry. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, this Golden State team is clearly on the rise, but they're not without weaknesses. Bad turnover differential and free throw differential. Both things that have plagued this team.
And he's good on the 2nd.
And you look at the free throw disparity for the Warriors, not the most surprising stat. They're more of a jump shooting team than a slashing team. But if you're going to settle for jump shots, then you can't also turn it over at a high rate. I think that's where they have to improve. Here's a look at some stats for Andrew Bogut. Last 10 games for him have been very nice. He's putting up 6 points a night, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And pretty good numbers, I think, guys, when you look overall at his contributions.
Yeah, and he's always looking to raise his game, and that's what you see in his consistency. One of the important characteristics that he brings to the table.
And Curry, here we go. Can't cash in from close range. And Steph Curry, an all-star starter last season, but he also led the league in turnovers, Clark, with over 4 a game.
Well, the other side of that coin is he did set a career high in assists as well, but there's no question when you talk about him solidifying his place among the elite point guards in the league, and the turnover numbers have to come down, and I'm sure he'll work on that.
Here's Curry. After the Raptors pick up 2. He dishes it to Bogut. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Well, Andrew Bogut possesses really great size and above average athleticism, but I really think it's his basketball IQ that sets him apart. He's got outstanding instincts, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
You talk about Bogut's IQ of the game. Steve, a great passer offensively.
He is. He's one of those guys who has a good feel for the game. He sets good screens. He understands angles. He's got a lot of veteran tricks about him, things that maybe the referees don't catch. So a guy who can really help your team win.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. The Warriors, 4th.
I tell you what, when you have a month like this, the way they've been shooting it, you feel like the basket is 3 times as big as normal. I mean, it's hard to maintain this level of productivity, but we'll see if they can make it happen.
Now here's Curry. He had 25 points in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
Well, he was aggressive at both ends of the floor. He had 3 steals in that game, remember?
Yes, yeah.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
Yeah, that's good stuff there. He's able to play well above the rim, but the execution really got him that look.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. David Lee checked in for the Warriors. Then for the Raptors, Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Terrence Ross. And it's Williams in for Kyle Lowry. Ball's knocked loose.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Williams kicks to DeRozan. No luck. And Golden State will come the other way. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And I think, Kevin, it really showed how important it is to have a strong bench performance. You go out on the road, you can't rely on your starters night in and night out. The reserves have to contribute and help them out.
I think we definitely saw that, Steve, throughout the game. They were really tied together as a team. Didn't make any difference who was out on the floor. You'll take every road game win you can, and they're happy with that one. That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Yeah, that's right. So you push it. That's the best opportunity.
And so off the tip, it's Toronto. So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Amir Johnson at the 4 with Valanciunas at the pivot. Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. And it's Ross in at the small forward. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
DeMar DeRozan is starting to piece it together. I mean, we see him up in his scoring average. He's shooting it better. He's passing the ball with more confidence. He's becoming more efficient. You know, after a big extension from the Raptors, I think they've got to be pleased with his progress.
Now here's Curry. Valanciunas on the double team. Golden State moving it around. 6 to shoot. Green, no luck. On defense, Golden State, they're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And I think, Kevin, you know, they really showed how important it is to have a strong bench performance. You go out on the road, you can't rely on your starters night in and night out. The reserves have to contribute and help them out.
I think we definitely saw that, Steve, throughout the game. They were really tied together as a team. Didn't make any difference who was out on the floor. You'll take every road game win you can, and they're happy with that one.
And guys, when you look at DeRozan, where can he take the next step?
Well, he has the physical tools to be an elite perimeter defender. He's made strides, definitely, but you know, he has the potential, I think, to be even better than what he is right now.
Now here's Ross, averaging 10 points per contest. It's DeRozan with the drive. Johnson, a wide open look, hits the three-point bomb.
And a lot of times his first quarter seems to dictate how big of a role he plays later on, and he's off to the good start.
Green with a screen for Curry. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
Lowry against Curry. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Here's Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Johnson's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, he got him. Gorgeous reverse.
The shot by Johnson, and no one's around. And another basket for Golden State.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 from the floor, so a good start for this club.
Ross. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Boy, and he just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
Well, the Toronto Raptors, guys, looking at a rebrand for a team starting next season to celebrate their 20th anniversary in the league. Boy, time flies. New colors, Steve, and a new logo.
Yeah, they'd even considered a name change, but decided to stick with the Raptors. But a chance perhaps to go with that bird of prey connotation rather than a dinosaur.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. They get it back. No good from Valanciunas. Warriors trailed by 4. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. From outside, off the mark.
And you go back to when the Raptors came into existence in 1995, it was Jurassic Mania, thanks to the hit movie at that time. That influenced the fan vote when it came to the team's name, but I think the Torontosaurus theme may soon go extinct.
And the Raptors miss again. Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Bogut against Johnson. No good from Bogut.
Well, you talk about the branding of this Raptors team, the new uniforms. Of course, we saw the Toronto-bred rapper Drake at a lot of their games sitting courtside. They had the playoff run last year. This is, I think, an up-and-coming franchise with a lot of appeal.
It's Thompson off the drive, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
Lowry against Curry. Lowry kicks to Johnson. The three-pointer, no good. The dish to Ross. And again, no good by Toronto.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
It's Curry with the drive. Thompson dishes to Green.